Hello. Some of us managing some sunshine today. For a lot of us, though, it was thickening cloud, 1 or 2 showers around, the beginnings of what is quite an active weather system. That's going to be coming in for Sunday. It's wet, it's windy, it's thundery in places too. It's more of a day for the indoor board games. All the details coming up. Right now, it's 6 o'clock.
Well, I think like anything, it's like a marriage. You have to work at it.
Renewing our vows with Sri Lanka on diplomacy and dairy, but did the PM address the human rights elephant in the room? Well, Wellington's big push to be the world's first smoke-free capital could already be going up in smoke. Hundreds party their way to a cheap shopping mania as H&M opens in Auckland. What these silent protesters wanted to say. And he's got this man mountain to conquer tonight, but find out why Joseph Parker's quest to be the world's best may have just got a whole lot easier. Kia ora, good evening. Dairy, diplomacy, meat and elephants, the recipe for John Key's strengthened relationship with Sri Lanka. The country's Prime Minister is here bearing trade gifts worth millions to our economy. But the issue of human rights hangs heavy over business talks, which continue tonight. Jessica Much is in central Auckland and joins us now. Jess.
Yeah, that's right. We're outside this business event at the moment. People are starting to trickle in. The Sri Lankan Prime Minister is due here in a few minutes' time, and those talks will continue. It's the first time the Sri Lankan Prime Minister has visited New Zealand, and it shows just how important this new relationship is to them. Anjali was a gift from Sri Lanka.
Amid the party atmosphere, human rights activists delivering a silent message urging people to think twice about where they shop. Helen Castles was there.
They lined up for hours, the most dedicated overnight, all in the name of cheap fashion.
I've been here since 5 p.m. last night.
Every girl loves clothes, so and it's like affordable.
The opening party peppered with music.
Coming up on One News, a middle-of-the-night tirade Hillary Clinton says was unhinged even for Donald Trump. His call for voters to watch a sex tape involving a former Miss Universe he's attacked before. Even in death, his powers of peace and reconciliation know no bounds. The historic handshake at the funeral of much-loved Israeli leader Shimon Peres. And the anti-mafia operation to recover 2 priceless paintings 14 years after these Van Gogh masterpieces were taken in an infamous heist. Welcome back. Russia has accused America of supporting January. All right, weather time now. Dan's here. Cloudy skies, a few showers, perhaps the calm before what's heading our way tomorrow, though.
Yeah, Sunday's a bit yucky in places, but a good-looking shot. Quieter day today. Good-looking shot of the morning fog there in Christchurch. And for a lot of us, though, it was spelled with cloud today. There were a few showers here and there, but it wasn't too bad. What is coming in? That's the system sitting west. You could just see the higher cloud that streamed in. Sunshine, that was a few spots down south, but we had that low cloud plaguing the far southeast. And take, for instance, temperatures 12s on the coast, Timaru, Oamaru, and 20 for Alexandra. Going north, 21 was the warm spot, Whanganui, and then north to that, Tokoroa, you got 18, a couple of 20s north to Kaitaia and Whangarei. Outside right now in Auckland, we're looking at cloudy skies. There have been a few showers around, but a little bit of brightness here. 17 going down to 13. And then for Hamilton, grey skies as well. We've seen 1 or 2 showers. We're dropping down to 12 from 18. And then for Tauranga as well, you've got a fair bit of cloud. There's been some brighter skies mixed in too. 13 for you by morning, maybe the odd spot of rain. And for Wellington, you've had showers coming and going. 15 going down to 12. For Christchurch, otherwise dry. Seeing a few peaks of blue in that cloud. You're going to 8, and for Dunedin, the cloud is hanging there on the peninsula. That'll ease back in overnight, and 9 for you by morning. So some of us tomorrow will see some coloured blue sky, but for a lot of us, it is going to be the raincoats. All the details coming up after sport.
Thank you, Dan. We'll hear from you then. Coming up on One News, why New Zealand bosses are copping blame for our B grade in the Breast is Best campaign. And looking for a knockout performance, pressure builds on Joseph Parker ahead of his big bout. Why there's more than just a win at stake. Welcome back. Looking at our top story tonight, John Key's used a visit from Sri Lanka's Prime Minister to announce New Zealand's plans to open a high commission in the country's capital, Colombo. Sri Lanka is also considering setting up an embassy in Wellington. New Zealand's been given a big tick. All right, Abby's here now with sport. A big night for our Joseph Parker.
Yeah, it certainly is. He's got to keep his unbeaten streak alive if he wants a chance at that world title fight. Beating the big Russian is even more important considering the developments with Tyson Fury. We'll cross live to the venue shortly. Also tonight, the late call-ups steal the show for the Black Caps. But can they make it count in India? Plus, Rory and his team rally after an awful start at the Ryder Cup. And fresh from their success in Rio, our Olympic sailors are sharing their secrets with the next generation.
At Z, we love helping you and him and these guys and Kiwi rally ace Hayden Paddon. We also love to bring you one new sport.
Kia ora, welcome to Sport. In just a few hours, Kiwi heavyweight boxer Joseph Parker will take on Alexander Dimitrienko as he attempts to further his case for a world title fight. But the question of who that might be against has taken another turn. As reported earlier, Tyson Fury is now facing allegations of cocaine use, which may see him stripped of his 2 belts. For more on just what that means for Parker, let's cross live to Stephen Stewart, who's at the event centre in Manukau. Stephen.
You've covered it off pretty well, Abby. Yes, just talking to Dean Lonergan on the news about half an hour ago, he said he would expect Tyson Fury to be stripped of the WBO and WBA belts.
3. And just updating the cricket with bad news. I'm afraid both openers have been dismissed. New Zealand's now 18 for 2. Not such good news to end the bulletin on.
Not
Sorry.
great news, Abby, but go Joseph Parker.
Yes.
Full guns ahead. Thanks for that, Abby. Cheers. Dan, probably a good day to get on the jigsaw puzzle tomorrow, really, isn't it?
That's it. Jigsaw puzzle, couple of books. It is a bit yucky. You got your outdoor plans. You're really going to have to look for that dry weather. All the details on some soggy weather with some thunder coming up after the break.
Tomorrow on Q&A, we're back in Hawke's Bay where new water bottling deals are causing big concern for a community still recovering from their contaminated water crisis. And the head of Treasury, our government's lead policy advisor, talks about the risks facing the economy. All that and much more tomorrow morning at 9 here on 1.
How's your little garden growing? Show it off at littlegarden.co.nz and we could show it off on live TV. Plus, you could be in to win every day. New World, proud to bring you Little Garden and tonight's One Weather.
Hello. The weather really shifts gear tomorrow. We've been sitting idling in spring in park. All of a sudden, Mother Nature puts it into drive, puts the foot down, and boom, off we go. And you'll know what I mean. First off, I'll watch for the incoming rain. Northern parts of the North Island, that's for heavy rain. And watch out for some thunder for much of the west coast of the country. As the fairly active system works in, this is it here, but we really bring in the winds as well, those spring westerlies. Look at that next system there. That's barreling into Western Australia. That's Tuesday and Wednesday for us. And all those pink wind arrows showing the stronger winds. Our system, this is the same Australian system, looked quite mean 24 hours ago. It's lost its first piece of energy, but now the next piece there, that'll meet up with the front tonight, and that front will barrel its way through with some strong, squally thunderstorms hitting the west coast of the country. There it is, and you can see how the blue just enhances itself across the North Island. Front moves across the South Island tonight, just really patchy falls to eastern areas. Second part of the trough in the engine room brings some showers and thunderstorms through the afternoon to the far south of the country. A bit more detail across the North Island shows the main front of the morning already bringing the band of showers and thunderstorms, maybe even thunder as far south as the lower North Island, spreading east through the central plateau and to eastern areas by the afternoon. Westerly winds and turning showery to the west coast by late afternoon. To the South Island, front there on the west coast with heavy rain, strong gusty winds. That spreads through the course of the first part of the day. Just patchy falls, morning rain to the north and the east, then further showers and spells of rain. Well, remember that thunder spreading as far north as South Canterbury, but that far north and east probably staying mainly dry. So we'll start off with some cloud into a few places. With the heating of the day and the instability coming in, we'll see some of those inland showers and thunderstorms. Watch for those in the afternoon. Pretty mild too on the west coast. The rain that turns heavy through the overnight turns to showers through the course of the day. Next trough, that lump of blue, that slides in as the day works through. Winds will go westerly after the main front clears through. Now to the east coast, we've got some morning rain for Kaikoura and further north. That clears away on the front. You've otherwise just got really those heat of the day showers, maybe some thunder getting as far north as Ashburton, but I think elsewhere it's really just some higher cloud. Main front with some showers and some thunderstorms move across the lower North Island, probably turning showery across Taranaki by the end of the day after that front slides through. Whereas on the east coast, you start off okay, mainly dry, but then we bring in those showers through the course of the afternoon, and temperatures here pretty mild, easily a few spots 19 or 20. Central Plateau sees 1 or 2 showers, and then we bring in the air of rain and thunderstorms going through the middle of the day into the afternoon. That works its way through with some strong gusty winds as well. And the same sort of thing, but it's more likely into the morning with that band of rain and thunder spreading across most of the really the north of the country. Dunedin will start off with some lower cloud perhaps. Then the day is finding up, looking pretty good. You do pick up some of those showers going into the end of the day elsewhere. 16 further north to Christchurch. There will be some showers around, the odd spot overnight, but I think in town you're otherwise dry. It's just some higher cloud, warm day at 21. Wellington, band of rain and the risk for some thunder for you. Winds turn westerly later on and turning more showery by the end of the day. And looking at Hamilton, it is a soggy middle of the day with some rain and some squally thunderstorms turning showery by the end of the day, and similar as well for Tauranga. Indoor day for the board games probably, with that band of rain and thunder coming in through the afternoon. Probably by the evening it does turn showery going westerly. Auckland for you too. Yes, it's going to be a band of rain, continue to work through with that thunder through the middle of the day, showery by the end of the day after that main front works through. It all clears through for Monday. Monday is a westerly wind, showery flow with those showers to western areas, drier further east. And pick Tuesday as your drier day, at least most of the daytime hours. By the evening we're bringing another active front, and then we go into the course of Wednesday. This another one brings some wind and some rain, and then another system waiting in the queue. You get the picture. It's spring, it's wind, up and down, raincoats to hand.
Not flash at all, Dan, but thank you for that. Anyway, that is One News this Saturday. Remember, you can keep right up to date with any developments on our stories tonight on our website, onenewsnow.co.nz. From all the team, thank you for watching. Good night.